this is Jessica from The Why, and I'm going to spend a few minutes talking about mindfulness with you all. So, what is mindfulness? We talk about it, but not everybody necessarily knows what it means. Mindfulness is the art and the practice of just being here in the present moment and being able to acknowledge and observe what is around you. It's allowing your thoughts to pass through your mind without judgment and being able to focus on all of the little things that are happening around you. It's really hard right now to be mindful. There's so many things happening. This is such a unique time for all of us. And so mindfulness right now is particularly challenging, but it is also particularly helpful right now. About 95% of our thoughts are completely unconscious. And so, what that means is that we're basically running on autopilot every single day. But right now, everything about our days are so different. And so, that autopilot, our brains are just really confused. In addition to that, we are really stressed out as a people right now. We're more stressed out than we've probably ever been in the past. And chronic stress, so stress that lasts for an extended amount of time, it can kill you in the long term, but it can increase your levels of cortisol. It can make you sick. It can make you cranky, right? So stress is not necessarily something that is good for our brains and our bodies for any extended amount of time. And that art of practicing mindfulness can help us with stress, and it can help us kind of reprogram some of our thoughts that are completely unconscious. So, how do we practice mindfulness? One of the easiest ways to practice mindfulness is through meditation. Meditation is essentially slowing down and focusing on your breathing. It requires you to breathe in, hold that breath, and then breathe out kind of from your belly. It literally brings oxygen to your brain and can help to calm you down. And I'm going to recommend that you practice mindfulness a few times a week, potentially every day, and no more than 3 to 5 minutes a day if you're a beginner. I've included a link to help out with some mindfulness and meditation practices, but there's lots of apps that you can download on your phone that have free versions. There's lots of YouTube videos, particularly if you're going to do this with little kids. Everyone can engage in meditation, but there's a lot of great guided meditations that can be helpful for you in this time. Another thing that you can do is try to build in check-ins in your day to just kind of check in with yourself. So maybe you do it after you eat a meal, or maybe you do it, every 3 to 4 hours. But just kind of make yourself take a minute to stop and slow down and do some deep breathing and say, how am I feeling right now? Am I feeling anxious? Am I feeling stressed? Am I feeling happy? What is happening with my body right now, right? And just kind of sit with that feeling. And if you're feeling something that you don't want, so maybe it's stress or anxiety, try to talk with yourself or work through how you can decrease that stress or anxiety. You may not be able to, but just taking that moment to stop and be aware of how you're feeling can be really beneficial. Next, and kind of the final tip for this video is try to find some times to pause, right? Maybe it's again after a meal, maybe it's during a meal with some loved ones, maybe it's before a meal, maybe you put an alarm on your phone for 3 times a day where you just can stop and pause and just sit and let all of your thoughts kind of happen. Again, try not to judge them and try not to do anything, even if it's literally for just 30 to 60 seconds. Try to just find some time in your day where you can sit and pause and let your body calm down. And then you're better equipped to move forward with whatever the next minute is and whatever that next thing that you have to deal with is. So that's mindfulness. Check back for some other videos from us. Bye.